Hey YouTube, well today I'm just doing a real quick head-to-head of standard stainless steel garden hose compared to this hyper hose that I picked up on Amazon. And the hyper hose is a little more expensive. It looks like the orifice in the fittings is a little bigger. So we're just going to take a quick head-to-head look at it and see how it compares. It's a hyper hose. This one's only 50 feet. We'll give it a try and see if it's any good. And it looks like it should be, but we will see what we got. Okay, so it comes with a hanger. That's what I'm looking for. So that is quite a bit bigger than the hose I've had. This is my old hose, and this is the hyper hose. There's a huge difference in the orifice size. It must be at least double. When for those just looking at stainless steel hose, this hyper hose comes with a nozzle, and this is actually very typical. Now this is the one out of the hyper hose, and this is the one that came with the generic stainless steel, and they look virtually the same. They're very, very similar. I can't tell whether that's, I think that is metal. So the hyper hose has a little bit of metal on it. The one from the generic hose is all plastic, but they're the same thing. So there's really nothing exciting about that. A lot of them offer sprayers like these. This has nice brass fittings. The plastic is actually attached to the fitting. It gives it support so you don't kink it right up there at the hose fitting. Yeah, these are nice looking fittings. They're just fine, nothing wrong with those. And again, a pretty big orifice inside, pretty big diameter. And I gotta say, I just love stainless steel hose. It is just so easy to work with. But the problem is the flow rate. So we're gonna see how that works for us. The hose itself, there's really nothing remarkable about it that you can say is different. There's both supposed to be the same kind of stainless steel. Whether they are or not, who knows? No way of knowing. The generic that I've been using for a few months, I haven't been using it long, and you probably can't see in the camera, but it's already showing signs of rust. I won't be able to tell you about the hyper hose for a while. I'll give it another few months before I know whether it's rusting or not. So I'm trying to do things as head-to-head as I can, and we'll just see what the results are. So we are coming from the same hose bib. I got a Y connector. I'll give you a shot of it. And both hoses are coming off the same connector, so I don't see that there's going to be much difference at all. And we're just going to see what the output is of a regular stainless steel hose versus the hyper hose. We're using this meter that I've gotten off of Amazon, and we're looking at gallons per minute. So I've got just a standard ball valve. I did the same thing on both. This standard hose, or the conventional hose, whatever you want to call it, came with the shutoff, but I'm bypassing that so that both hoses are doing the same stuff. So I'm just leaving that one open, and we're using this ball valve. And I'm connecting the test gauge. Well, I'll put a link to these hose connectors, the quick connects. And if you use these ones, there's a washer inside that has, they're directional. So you need to make sure they stay in the same direction, which I get them turned around once in a while. Okay, so if you can see the gauge, it takes a second to get your flow full. Okay, that hose is 4.5 gallons a minute. We are trying to compare apples to apples. So the gauge is coming off of one onto the other, and it just automatically zeroes out Okay, so this is the hyper hose. Huge difference. 6.8, 6.7, almost double. Don't forget to check the description for any links or anything else that I forgot to put in the video, and make sure you like and subscribe, and thank you very much. I hope this is good information for you. Talk to you later, guys.